Hi, we are John and Samantha. Welcome to our channel, Vintage RV Adventures. We bought our motorhome in July 2021, and with the help of a Rob the Builder, we have spent that time rebuilding the motorhome from what was a salvage wreck. This year, we're going to complete our motorhome project, and we will soon be on our way visiting some lovely parts of the UK, when we'll also take Shelby, our German Shepherd dog, along for the ride. So please do follow our journey. We look forward to having you along.
Morning guys, Sam's just made me a cup of tea, thank you Sam. Another week, some more work to do. We've got some doors we can hang. Still a bit disappointed with some of the doors because the paint's not going off unfortunately, but we've got other things to do as well. We've got some frames to put in at the back, and we've got some curtain rails we need to put up for Sammy as well. She's got some curtains ready to go. So again, we've got quite a bit to do this week, and well, let's get on with it. Okay guys, we've got the frames, the original frames from the van itself, and now we've sealed this window, these frames are going to sit inside and finish it off completely, as you can see from there. They're not the best frames in the world, but it's part of the original van, so we are going to use them and make the best of them. How they work is they clip onto the inside of the frame, and then you screw through the frame into the window. Like so, which gives you a nice tight and stops the window from falling out at the same time. That's going to be done all the way around guys until we've actually finished it off. Okay guys, right, what we're going to do now is put some rails up for Sammy, some curtain rails, which are these rails here, and we have got some grey material that Sammy's going to put on. As a nice little feature, we're going to round these ends off as well, just so it keeps in with the rest of the curves on the van, and we're going to paint this end white as well. These are going to be fixed to the wall, but prior to them being fixed, at the back we're going to staple the material on, and then the material will come down. Sammy's chosen this lovely cord here. It's going to go on the reverse of the rail, which is going to be channeled out for this cord to go in, and then that's going to be used to tie the curtains up when they're not using them of a night time, not using them of the daytime. They can be tied up, but that needs to be flush to the wall. But the beauty of this is I'm going to put these rails up so Sammy's got an accurate measurement from the top to the bottom. This is going to be screwed in because we put buttons in there ready to go for the rails, and then we can just take it off and staple what we need to staple in there and take the grooves out. We've measured up now where the cord's going to go, and we've decided there's going to be just on the inside so you can't see it dangling from the window on the outside. Hope that makes sense guys, but when we do it, it'll all come together and you'll be able to see it. Okay, just to give you an idea guys, let's say Sammy wants it, we're going to sand this up and make sure this is all nice and clean and got some smooth lines on it, because the contrast of the white against the grey is going to stick out a little bit, so give it a good sand down. But in the famous last words of what Blue Peter said, here's one I made earlier, and this will give you an idea of what we're looking at. That there is where the cord's going to go at the back. It's going to be tied at the front, so that's going to be stuck onto the back panel at the back, and you can see the screw holes have gone in already with the tie cords round. And the ends are going to be painted, so you can see it's white and it sticks out. But there's one I made there, you can see. Okay guys, you can hear the washing machine in the background because we're inside at the moment, but we're still going to crack on. Sammy's with the cord she's got to tie up the blinds has got it frays at the ends, and you need to seal the ends, and some people use a lighter, but we've got a soldering iron here, and when it's hot you can see it actually seals the ends perfectly. And we'll do another end, opposite end to this, but it works absolutely perfect. Stop the ends from fraying, and it makes a nice, neat job instead of setting the whole thing on fire with a lighter. There you go, guys. Perfect professional finish. They're not going to fray, and they're going to stay like that forever and a day. So it took a couple of minutes to do it, but we've done it. Okay, guys, this is the dowel we're going to use at the bottom of the curtains. What we're going to do is obviously slide the dowel in there. Oops, he said confidently. And let's let it go all the way till the end, and then from there, what we can do is roll it up, and then use those cords that Sammy's got and tie them in at the top. But that's the dowel we're using for the bottom of it. Okay, guys, we're just going to temporarily put the rail up so we can get some measurements for when the curtain drops. Prior to us doing this, we put the buttons behind there so we can put the rails, just in case somebody asks, we haven't painted the centre. The centre's not going to be seen, there's going to be material over the end of it, so I didn't see the point in painting the whole thing. But we need accurate measurements for the bottom, so what we're going to do is measure it now, drop it down to the bottom with a dowel in it, and see what measurement we actually come up, and the idea behind it. Oops,
That's the bottom.
Oh, that's the bottom. That comes down, and this will be wrapped over either side like that. When we take this off the wall, we can get an exact measurement of where the whole curtain's going to go, and then using the cords, wherever the cords are. Oh, there's a cord there. This cord will go behind here, like so, like so, and then that will go on there. That's right, that will go on there, and then what will happen is that you can roll this up and then use the cord. I haven't got 3 hands, but that will be rolled up, and then you can use the cord to actually tie it up there. But when we've got it in situ and tied it up, we'll show you the end result, guys. So that's what stage we're at the moment for the curtains. It's like so. Okay, right, there you go, guys. The first one's installed. Just to give you an idea how it's going to work is that we're going to roll this up. As you can see, we know we've got to do something with those at the moment, but roll that up and then use the ties to tie it back. There we go. And just give them a tug down, and then the other side is going to be the same. And you can see from there we got ourselves a set of lovely curtains, and that was the idea behind the whole thing. I hope you guys like that. I think it looks absolutely stunning. We just release it again and pull it down. Well, there you go. Simplicity. I've only got another 15 to do. But there you go. Okay, you can see, guys, we've this is the first one that we installed. We've now got Sammy's side installed. We're waiting for the curtains to come through, but you can see now we're getting to the stage where we're finishing the whole thing off. Very simple, very effective idea, and I do like it. All you've got to do is the other side, and then that's the back end pretty much done. We are putting the bead down the back here as well. You can see this bead from here, but that hasn't turned up yet, so that's going across the back just to trim that off as well. Okay, guys, we have been working away. We've got some work done. As you can see, we've got one of the curtain rails up in the kitchen part. This was Sammy's idea. A bit tricky to do, but I think once it's done, it looks very, very, very effective. And then what happens, that goes down, they're blackout curtains, and you can see from there it works perfectly. Nice idea. It works very, very well. Okay, some good news as well. The flooring turned up for the shower, and so what I've done is I've cut a piece in. This has not been fixed in yet. It's still, you can see it's going to be stuck down. But what I wanted to do is see the idea that I come up with was the trap here. I wanted this to be below the surface, and you probably can't see this, guys, but where my finger's running around now, that is just below the surface. So any water that comes up to it will automatically go in there, and there'll be no build up of water around there, which will work perfectly. But that's going to be stuck in next week. But it works perfectly. It looks absolutely brilliant.
That's nice, Robert.
And with the boarding on there, going straight on top of that and sealed as well, I think you've got yourself a nice watertight.
We were going to get the boarding today, weren't we? But time wasn't on our side, and we were coming through a place called Sutton Coalfield. If anybody knows it, it was rammed full of traffic, and we just couldn't get to where we needed to be.
That's the idea behind the flooring, which I think it looks superb. Okay guys, we've painted these doors last week, as you well know. This is a week later, and we have got a problem. We've tried to overcome it by putting thinners in, doing all sorts with the paint, but a week later we have still got, as you can see guys, it's leaving fingerprints. It's still tacky and it's still wet, which kind of sucks because they're going to have to be stripped back. That can't stop on there, that's on there permanently now. So we've got a problem. What we're going to do is strip these back with something and scrape all this tacky stuff off, and then repaint them with some paint that we've just gone and got from Trade B&Q, and they've actually managed to match this paint for us, which is that one there. Hopefully that shows up and you can see that the match is pretty identical to it. So and to get ourselves a nicer surface on this, what we're going to do is use rollers to roller it on, and we're going to use undercoat them first. You can see that, guys, and then we're going to paint the doors. These doors should have been fitted, done last week, gone completely, but it's now been 2 weeks and we haven't got one door hung. It's slightly annoying.
2 weeks waiting for paint to dry.
2 weeks waiting for paint dry. You're right, John. It's ridiculous. I mean, that's not acceptable. Seriously not acceptable. So bit of boring work, bit of grinding work, but it's got to be done because we want things to look nice, and that, as you can see, guys, does not look nice. There you go, guys. Another week finished in the RV. Been a good week, enjoyable. Please subscribe to us, guys. We've got 418 subscribers now. It doesn't cost anything, guys. We're just looking for a bit of support from you, so support does help. It really does. I'm hoping next week that we can show you some content on putting the shower together if we can get the materials. I think that will be excellent as well. But I hope you
can't wait for that, Rob.
No, it's going to look good. It will look good, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. And as I say, it's just a button away, guys. Please help us out. So take care and keep supporting us. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.